Hi, this is Sushmita, and here we talk with tea. Today, I have with me a very young and talented storyteller who tells stories through his videos when he travels across India and other parts of the subcontinent. Uh, I am hoping that I will have a good chat and understand how he does what he does, and he will share some of his better skills as well. Welcome, Manish. It's a pleasure to have you with me on this tea talk.
Hi, Sushmita. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. It's been a while. I think you are now locked down and not really doing much of your travel because I know you. You are always very busy, right? You are like always traveling. You're always on the road. You are always shooting. You are never on in one place. That's what I have seen. Whatever limited amount of time that I have known you. Now that everything is shut down and no traveling
Yeah.
happening, and it is not going to happen for some times, at least even after the lockdown is over. How are you keeping yourself occupied? What are you doing right now?
Yeah, so this is like the longest time I've been locked down at my home. I've never been at my home for more than 10, 11 days like that. So hardly I would be at home for maximum maybe a week or so. So yeah, I'm actually most of the time I'll be traveling around. So sometimes I kind of feel sad that I'm not able to travel and do shoots and all. But then yeah, so now I'm spending my time looking at my archives and checking out the old photos and videos, editing them, you know, getting back that nostalgia and seeing the places again, sharing with my friends. So pretty much that is the kind of things I'm doing right now to kill
Okay.
time.
Hmm. All right. So, what happens as soon as the lockdown gets over? Are you going to travel immediately? Do you have something piled up, or you are going to take it little bit? It'll be a little more safe. What is going to happen once this is over?
Most probably, I have a lot of projects which have been postponed. So clients have already been started asking me when we can do the shoot and stuff like that. So probably I might not be traveling far, which involves a lot of traveling, maybe by flight or anything.
Hmm.
Probably I will do some work and projects which are there in Bangalore.
Hmm. Hmm.
So maybe I will give myself some time before everything gets settled down and it's better. The scenery is better. So yeah, most probably maybe even after lockdown, I might take a month to travel.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that kind of makes sense. Um, you live in Metropolitan, which is foothills
right.
to Kunur and Uti, and that's like
Yeah,
my most favorite places in whole of South India. And you
yeah,
stay so nearby. I'm sure you visit Uti and Kunur a lot. You do lot of your projects that I have seen has Kunur or Uti in that. So,
right.
what has been your experience of doing your shoots in these two beautiful places?
Yeah, Ooty is like my go-to place whenever I get bored or whenever somebody comes and they want to go out or anything. It's just like hardly an hour from my home. So and every time I visit Ooty, it is always different. So I always get a different feeling even when I'm doing a shoot, even at the same place also I get a different feeling. I get excited. I feel very happy when I do the shoot there.
Hmm.
So I kind of miss doing my shoots there. Most of my clients are there in Ooty as well. So yeah, I know Ooty is always special and close to my heart. So
Hmm.
as I said, I travel a lot there for work as well as for leisure. I do that.
Hmm.
So just waiting for everything to settle down again.
Hmm. Hmm.
Just losing the
Great, great.
places.
Awesome. Wonderful. I wish I was staying so close to Uti myself. Anyway, so do you have a process for your video shoots? Do you follow a process? because I see that in like I saw one of the videos where you have done safe traveling for women, and then I saw
Right.
some other some of your other videos also. So
Yeah.
is there a theme? I mean, I'm not talking about the one where it's like a product promotion or people have paid to do stuff, but when you are doing
Right.
it on your own, is there a theme? Is there a story? How do you go about? Is there a process for you?
Yes, I kind of follow a process whenever I do a shoot for myself. You know, it's just not like, I just go to a place and do some random shoots. I don't do that. So normally every place I visit has some kind of a significance. So every state has a specific, I would say, something which is specific to that particular place and state. So I always try to showcase what is specific and special to that particular place when I do the shoot. I try to show the significance of that. So, if it is like most of the time, it might be, the nature, the landscape, might be the people, might be the cuisine. So I always try to understand that. Then I kind of, note down the places I should visit, note down the places I should shoot, what time I should shoot, and when I should shoot. All these things happen. So that is the kind of process that I normally follow. Yeah. So that happens. Yeah.
So, so how do you differentiate yourself from? There are a lot of travel
Right.
videographers. They do not tell stories, but there are a lot of people who do travel shootings. I know. In my
Right.
network, I have seen a lot of people doing that. Everybody has a camera these days. Is a
Right.
travel photographer or a videographer or whatever. So,
Right.
how do you differentiate yourself from everybody else? I have worked with you, so
Right.
I know some of the skill sets that you have. But if you could just explain by yourself.
Sure. Actually, I like this question a lot because, uh, I started photography not as a profession but as a passion. Almost, I would say, almost 10 years ago. When I never knew that I would be a professional photographer like this, and
Yeah,
I
you
just had a
started as
normal.
a banker, right? You were started off as a
Exactly.
banker, and then you shifted.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, I was in a working for a private bank for almost 4 5 years. And that is when I actually decided that I should not be doing this job and I should really follow my passion, travel and photography. And, if it was a well-paying job and all, but again, I was not happy with it. So photography has always been my passion. So that is when I actually quit my job and started this. So the reason and the thing that actually differentiates me from others is like, I would say I always feel that when I'm doing a shoot, I don't consider that as a part of my job. I consider that as something which I love to do. So I do it in a way that if I am to shoot something personally, I would do it like that. Even if it is for a professional shoot, I make sure that the quality is really good, and it is something which will speak what is there in my mind. So I
Hmm.
always say that photography, videography is something which should speak what is there in my mind. So that
Hmm.
is something which I always do, and I don't randomly show clips or footages. Maybe unlike other photographers or videographers, so I only show the crisp and the cream of whatever is there in that place.
Hmm.
So that is how I try to communicate with my followers, or my the people who actually support me. So yeah, that is what I feel the differentiation factor.
Awesome. See, I think you are living a dream. Like you are a banker, you left your job, you are following your passion, you're making money out of it, and you are pretty successful as well. Was it a challenge when you decided and told your parents that I'm going to quit and I'm going to do this? Was that a challenge that you had from your family? Because I know there are a lot of people who could take motivation from you and inspiration from you who are sitting on the threshold, sitting on the fence. They don't know what to do about their passion. And at the same time, they are scared to lose to leave their job and jump onto the passion wagon. So how was the experience? Did you get your full support from the family? How did you go about it?
Uh, from my young age, my parents have always been supportive. So they never, stopped me from doing whatever I wanted. So yeah, but again, they did not say no to me quitting the job and, traveling around doing shoots and stuff. But they were kind of sad that, I quit a good job and, then start traveling like that. And initial first 1 year after I quit was challenging, definitely, because, I started as a fresher in the sense without any contacts or anything in my hand. So I just traveled exclusively all across India on my bike. I did shoots. I
Mm.
made a lot of content, and only after I got some really good projects from some good companies and government agencies, they got that feeling that yeah, I can do this, and the journey continued from there. So yeah, my parents have always been supportive on that matter, and I'm happy about it.
So what do you suggest to young people to do? I mean, you're very young, so there are a lot of people of your age who are
Right.
doing the 9 to 5 stuff, but they also want to pursue their passion. Do you have any suggestions to them?
Well, yeah, whenever somebody asks me this on call or, maybe social media or anything, I always tell them, whenever you want to start something which you're passionate about, not only photography, be it anything, be it singing or dancing or, drawing, anything, whatever it may be, always, have a portfolio first. And if you really want to monetize your talent, you need to show the clients, or your prospects what you actually do. You just cannot
Hmm.
go and tell like I do this, and they
Yeah.
will ask you what you have. So you have a good portfolio, work on the quality and not the quantity. So that actually speaks. You don't have to speak. Your works should speak. So that is
I
what I
think,
always tell anybody.
yeah, that's a great advice. Great.
Yeah.
So, how do you relax? I mean, I know you're busy, as I said, you're like always traveling. It's very difficult to catch you. You're always on the move. You travel a lot, and a lot in your bikes, also. So, how do you relax? What exactly do you do?
See, most of the time, whether I'm traveling by bike or in any way, or be it with my friends, and also because I'm very close to Ooty, I always, we normally do trips just to have a tea from shops. It might even be like 1 hour travel. We just go there and just have a cup of tea and come back. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
but
Okay.
yeah, it always is a mix of traveling and biking and a cup of tea, I would say.
Hmm.
So yeah, even in this situation also during lockdown, after during sunset time, I just go up, make myself a cup of tea and just go sit there, play some music and relax. So yeah, that is pretty much how I relax. Even
Yeah, I think.
I'm having a cup of tea,
Oh, okay.
that I
That
got.
looks wonderful. Can you just show it up again once again?
Yeah,
Wow.
sure.
Okay, what tea is this?
This is a tea that I got from Ooty.
Ah, okay.
So
It's a black
yeah,
tea.
yes.
So did you
So
brew it yourself or your mother did it for you?
no, I do it myself.
Or you do it yourself?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So you have any tea recipe that you want to share?
Yes, I try to, kind of experiment with that. Sometimes I put little bit of cardamom and a little bit of ginger and all, and brew it. So I feel good when I drink that. I also feel that it is good for your health as well. When you
Hmm.
not with the milk though. So like just like this black tea. So
Hmm.
that is something which I do. Sometimes I also put, crush the cardamom and put it in the tea leaves or, in the tea and just keep it like that. So it
Hmm.
gives a good aroma as well. So yeah, that is something which I do all the time.
All right. That is good to know that you also drink a lot of tea. This tea I
Yeah,
made today with little bit of milk. I know you were surprised to know that. I put little bit
yeah,
of milk, but I also put little. I actually brew the black tea, Darjeeling and Assam together with
okay.
adrak, ginger, as well as black pepper and bay leaf. And then after I
Right.
strained it, I put little bit of milk. So this actually I brewed specially for you because you are from southern part of India and this kind of
Yeah,
tea. I think a lot of people like it. So I thought I'll do it
Right.
for
I'm surprised actually that you have used milk in your tea,
I usually
Which
don't
is-
do that. Yeah.
yeah, I'm very surprised.
Yeah, I thought I'll do something different. What is
True.
your favorite travel destination?
In India, I
Have
would
you
say,
already traveled or you want to travel there?
sorry.
Your favorite travel destinations. Have you already traveled there or you want to go there sometimes?
I actually have a dream destination if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like, if you ask me what is the travel destination which I like the most to the place where I've traveled, I would say in India, I like Kashmir a lot.
Have you been to
So,
Kashmir?
yes, I have been to Kashmir. I have been to a very beautiful part of Kashmir, which not many people would have gone.
The lake.
So it was basically a trek that I went on for
Mm.
7 days. So that is my favorite place in India. And in abroad, I would say it is Vietnam. So again, my style of traveling is that I like to explore the unexplored. So I don't go to the normal, typical touristy places. So normally, what happens is I just hire a bike or something, then go to the countryside, explore the places, chill, relax there.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
Vietnam is my favorite place. And if you ask me about my dream destination, it is Iceland. So yeah, Iceland is something which I really wanna go. Had
You
plans to
will,
go this year.
you will be surprised that Iceland is also my dream destination.
Okay.
I've always thought I'll go to Iceland and start a tea shop. Can you imagine
Okay,
that?
that should be awesome.
I think I'll sell a lot of tea because it's a cold place. I can sell a lot of hot tea.
Got good
Yeah,
business potential.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Iceland, here we come.
very soon.
Yeah, very soon.
Definitely.
Okay, great, great, awesome, awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you some quick questions,
All right.
and you can answer quickly. Okay.
Got
So for first question is
mhm.
uh, Kerala or Tamil Nadu?
Tough question. Kerala. Oh
Kerala.
yes. Yeah.
Okay. Um, tea or coffee?
I prefer tea. I would say yeah, it's tea.
Tea. Okay. Yeah, Kerala, a lot of tea drinking happens there.
Exactly.
Uh, solo traveling or group traveling?
Definitely not solo traveling. I don't like solo traveling at
You
all.
don't like.
I've
Okay.
always, I've always been surrounded by people, so I have tried solo, but it never worked out with me.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's group, at least two people.
Two people. Okay. All right. Uh, bike rides or travel by train?
Uh, bike rides
Bike
for sure.
rides, for sure. Okay. And the last question, if you were not into this profession, if you're not a storyteller through your videos, what
Right.
you would have done?
I definitely not be doing a banking job for sure, or working for anybody. I would have definitely started some business, and I would say I would have done some business in the like a restaurant or a hotel. I like to cook, so yeah,
Oh,
probably
oh, you like to
that.
cook also. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, great.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite cuisine then?
I like to try a lot of cuisines. Right now I'm trying out some South Korean cuisines. So yeah, I like to explore. My brother studied hotel management, so I used to sit with him, understand how he cooks and all. So
Hmm.
yeah, I love Indian cuisine definitely. So yeah, I'm actually a fan of Indian cuisine. Yes, but I like to experiment a lot. Yeah.
Great, wonderful. I, it was very nice talking to you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for coming here, and keep doing the good work that you are doing. I know you have. I cannot end my talk with you without asking this one last question. It just came to my mind, which is
Okay.
you have more than 10,000 followers in Instagram,
Right.
right?
Yes.
How does it feel? What do you do with that?
Uh, what do you do with that? I wouldn't say they are my followers. I actually, they are my supporters, I would say. So they are the ones who actually help me, make myself better in what I'm doing. So, they give me constructive criticisms. So they give me feedbacks and appreciation. So that actually encourages and motivates me to do more. So yeah, they are more of my supporters than my followers, I would say.
Great, great,
Right.
wonderful. So thanks once again, and thank you so much for coming here and doing this talk with me. As I said, keep doing your good work, and hopefully we'll meet again soon and do some work together again.
Sure,
Take care
Sushmita.
of
Thanks a
yourself.
lot. Thank
Yeah,
you. Take care. Bye.
take care.
Yeah.